Alright there guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to cover off the Premier League TV rights. A former, shall we say, could be current target for Liverpool. He's ready to move on, and I'm going to do a little bit of a preview for the Sheffield United game tomorrow. So let's talk about that all right now, yeah? Now, so the first one I want to do, I guess, because it's just me hypothesizing, shall we say, is Malen. Now, this was a player that Liverpool were after, I want to say, 3 years ago now, maybe 4. And basically before he went to Dortmund, whenever that was. Now, we could have had him, if I remember rightly, for about 25 million. It might have been 20 million or something like that. But at the time, Klopp was basically told he had to move on Shaqiri and Origi before they would sanction the move. Now, I think in that same window we did end up moving on Shaqiri. And it wasn't a case of, right, you can buy him and then you can move them on afterwards. Like, Klopp had to move them on first before he would be allowed to purchase him. But now, anyway, guys, he was back then represented by Mina Raiola, who, obviously is no longer with us now. But he has now currently changed his agent. And according to Sky Germany, they say that he is planning to leave Dortmund, and the German side are now open to a sale. Let's just find these quotes here. So basically, Sky Germany now say it's very much the case, stating that Malen is planning to leave Dortmund, and the Black and Yellows consider him a candidate for sale. He's planning his departure, we can confirm that. Dortmund wouldn't mind and wouldn't put any obstacles in his way. He added that in the case providing that a club comes with an offer for at least 30 million euros. And then they just added here that whether Liverpool were willing to offer such an amount remains to be seen, but they've been linked consistently for years, including that report last month on Malen changing his agency, something which sporting director at Dortmund was basically said, he's on his way out basically by doing that. Now again, I don't think it's really worked out for Malen at Dortmund, and this, many Liverpool fans probably think, oh, thank God we missed that one. But this could be another one of them situations where we saw Fernando Torres, for instance, with us, where he was amazing at Liverpool and went to Chelsea and flunked. So, Malen could be one of them players that Liverpool potentially look at as a replacement for Salah if that move for him to go to Saudi Arabia does still, go ahead. I'm just going to quickly load up now his profile and see if we can see anything in regards to what he's like, his status. So he does play on the right wing, the same as Mo Salah, so that does make a little bit of sense here. What's his things? He's got 2 appearances in the German Cup, 1 goal, 2 assists. Bundesliga, 12 appearances, 4 goals. Champions League, 4 appearances, no goals. So he's not really prolific, shall we say. He is outfitted by Nike, and his contract expires in 2026. And his new agency is the same agency as Gakpo. So again, there is a link there with Liverpool in regards to players represented by Liverpool. So Liverpool have a relationship with the agency. And again, it's just one for you to bear in mind, guys. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it's a potential. So let's just keep an eye on that one, shall we? Next up, let's cover off these Premier League rights, shall we say. So it came out now, I think this was 2 days ago, no, yesterday in fact, yeah, that the Premier League had agreed a new record 6.7 billion domestic television deal with Sky and TNT to show up to 270 live games a season. Now, this deal, which covers 4 years from 2025 to 2026, so it's basically up to 2030, I think, is this deal, guys, now. And just going off on this here, you would think that clubs would know that these negotiations were ongoing, yeah? So I'm kind of starting to a little bit speculate. Again, it's just my opinion, you don't have to agree, that this is why FSG did not outright sell Liverpool, because they knew this deal was in the works. It would increase the valuation of the club. Maybe that's the reason why United didn't get fully sold as well, because they knew that this deal was coming through down the line, and they took a minor investment just like Liverpool, because they knew this deal's coming. It's going to increase the valuation of the club anyway. So yeah, I think there might be something behind that. Maybe I'm pulling at straws there, clutching at straws, whatever the saying is. But it's just something I'm thinking about. Like, this is potentially the reason why we didn't see an outright sale of Liverpool, because I will never believe the fact that all these people came out to try and buy Chelsea, but nobody was interested in buying Liverpool, one of the biggest clubs in the world. I don't believe that for a second, guys. I really don't. Next up, after that, lastly, let's just do this preview for the Sheffield United-Liverpool game tomorrow. Now, Sheffield United have just literally sacked their manager and replaced him with Chris Wilder. Now, are they going to get this the new manager bounce? I hope not, guys. So, I'm on the BBC website now, and they've got some match facts. So, Sheffield United have lost the last 5 Premier League games against Liverpool, and Liverpool have won their past 2 league matches at Bramall Lane. And basically saying for Liverpool here that the Reds are winless in their last 4 top flight away matches and have failed to keep a clean sheet in 8, shipping a total of 13 goals. I didn't know that, even though we are second in the league. They have conceded the opening goal in each of their past 6 away games in the league, their longest run since 1993. Again, I didn't even know that. Jurgen Klopp's team are winless in their last 4 Premier League away matches versus newly promoted sides, drawn 2, lost 2. Mo Salah is 1 shy of 150 Premier League goals, while his next goal will make him the 5th player to score 200 times for Liverpool in all competitions. And all 9 of Darwin Núñez's assists for Liverpool in all competitions have been for Mo Salah. Now, of course, Arsenal are playing tonight against Luton. They're top of the league. We are 2 points behind them. We've got the exact same goal difference. So we're all looking for like a Luton victory tonight and then Liverpool to win tomorrow to get us top of the league, yeah? Are we all after that? I think as well, the referee for the match tomorrow is the guy that called back the Haaland free kick, and also the same referee that, unfortunately was involved in the VAR mistake in regards to Diaz's goal being cancelled against Spurs. I wonder if that guy's a closet Spurs fan, just with the correlation with Spurs. And then just lastly, guys, as well, in Klopp's presser today, basically he mentioned how Jota and Alisson are, close to returning. Jota's just started running again. Matip's out for a long time, he says. Like, there's been no scan as far as I'm aware, and it's not going to be a short time he's out. That's making me think, do we go for a centre-back in January now? Even if it's just a loan deal. Well, to be fair, Matip's contract's up in the summer, so you could go and get a permanent, couldn't you? You need him now. At the moment, we've only got, Van Dijk, Kanate, again's injury-prone, Joe Gomez, injury-prone, and then Kwanzaa. I mean, you could go with a 4, but you're taking a bit of a risk there, aren't you? Especially if one of the other ones gets crocked. And then especially as well when you've got Joe Gomez, who, they were speaking about Trent Alexander-Arnold moving into midfield for the Sheffield United game, which does make sense a little bit. You can play Conor Bradley at right back. But then Klopp also mentioned we can't expect Tsimikas to play every single game until Robertson comes back. So Gomez might end up playing left back as well. So we are already down potentially a centre-back in that situation to say, like, if Tsimikas was to get injured, Gomez would be our left back, unless they're going to bring in one of the youngsters to come and play there. Like they give him some in the Europa League. But yeah, for me, guys, I'm probably looking towards us potentially getting a centre-back in now in January, depending on, exactly how long this injury is for Matip. I hope it's not like a career-ending one. Like, there's no sort of announcement of how long he's actually out for whatsoever. So it's all a bit up in the air, really, is this for me. But yeah, I hope that video is alright for you there, guys. Let me know what you think on everything I've just covered. Do you think there's anything in the Daniel Malen? Do you think there's anything in what I've mentioned in regards to the rights and behind the club not being sold? And what's your expectations for the game tomorrow, guys? For me, I think we might see a fair bit of rotation. Elliott's probably going to come in. Curtis Jones, potentially. Probably rest Szoboszlai. And a few other players as well. Might even see Quansah get a game, to be fair. Give them all a bit of a rest. Right then, guys, I will be back tomorrow for a reaction to the match. And until then, I'll catch you in the next one.